Once again, my name is Vincent Parrah. Back in the crazy 60s, prompted me to dive into writing as a cheap form of therapy. I never shared my writings until tonight, for this one in particular. I was never ever an angry tagger. People who tag, like say on the railroad cars or on the walls or whatever else. I grew up in the inner city, so I saw a lot of that. I knew a lot of kids in my neighborhood, knew their frustrations, what was happening at that time. Back then, it was back in 1992 when I first wrote it, but the attitude stems all the way from the 50s and 60s. Yeah, I'm that old. So anyway, screaming for help. All of you may not know, I don't want to tag the world with my spray paint line and curls. Nah, nor save all the whales, the young virgin forest, or Jabberwocky some tall tale as a lumberjack how I burrow. Yet looking towards my future, I agonize. Unknowingly, I tag for self-respect. I want to be lionized. See, I want to be rich and famous like that cookie giant Mr. Amos. On second thought, I think I want to be a king forever and a day, like that taco king for all of East LA. My spray painting screams are a visual call to recognize. All I simply want is self-respect before I die. See, my mental anguish is hungry for a stable, wholesome life. But I have no clue where to start. My family's in constant strife. Juking and jiving a tagger's life affords me my only self-confidence. No skills, anxiously feeling crazed. Solace is my only sole confidant. Need freedom from mysterious, senseless gangbangs is what I crave. Freedom of nightmarish reality of burying homies in their graves. Freedom of boring constraints having nothing to do. No job, no money, no hope, while feeling suicidally blue. Freedom of working parents with no time, energy to care for you. Not blaming, may need guidance and boundaries. I'm street smart, but still this little fool lacks all those monies. I'm not lazy or scamming for a handout, nah. Charity or take from the government or you. I'm a no-show in life, embarrassed, I admit. I cannot compete with your life of milk and honey. Listen, also not claiming victim, just born without means. I want to set myself free from the righteous, narrow-minded, richly double-standard forces on the street. Therefore, I will labor within the system, trying to make the situation sweet for me. Even venture to network, using that new America Online for fee. Seeking the light of truth within city's halls, cloudy educational districts in labyrinth laws. Hoping for a good paying job someday, and buy a house or two near your suburban malls. My minuscule world is like a sacred womb, surrounded with a macho habitude. May not have much, but I'll defend beyond my room. Just name the street and the latitude. The cycle of life on the street is starting over. As I'm growing older, new abilities to vote, I'm feeling empowered to venture forward, shoulder to shoulder. Hey, don't look down with that monetary mad dog disgusting frown. Why are you afraid to help me up from this tar pit ground of ignorance? My non-violence religious background is morally sound. True as a noble Christian, lend a hand from these starlit mounds of ignorable rents. When and not if I'm the targeted political hack, I am mentally strong as a Teflon hound. No matter not the source of alternative cloaking acts, truth will be my sword and crown. Nevertheless, Dare not be insulting by tossing me a boneheaded job of a laboring clown. Hinder not my path to learn, grow befitting a professional, as I seek to be worldly renowned. No doubt, verbatim, my mind is a tabula rasa. Why waste it on a slate of hate? My intelligence stems from the Toltecs, the Aztecs, the Mayans of late. United I sometimes stand, and divided I shall never fall. However, by sheer numbers, sometimes this giant can control the game ball. Have no fear to embrace an ally. Teach me to stand my own 2 feet. However, be advised, I am not your disposable clay pigeon in your social's game of skeet. See, you cannot whitewash over facades of deep social rubble, even less resolving the situation by sending me to Juvie Hall. I shan't be publicly ridiculed nor judged, but individually heard, withholding all holster trouble, while tagging my screen for help onto your miscarriaging social walls. My guiding light? Not of conquering flesh or ground, but fulfilling dreams with realistic egos, nor in strife, but live and die free as an equal, while soaring to heights of means of egos. Yet, I am deceived by your fiendish onslaught of financial drug dealing scams, carteling kids into altering their dreams with such rough and deadly drugs. These money-hungry elected and extreme spineless politicians not giving freedom a truthful used teabag dam, while nurturing foreign lobbying, allowing them to launder their godly tainted logic, giving aid and shelter to drug-dealing thugs. Come on, seriously? What is left to say? I really don't want to tag this world with my spray paint lines and curls, nor save all the whales a young virgin forest. Frankly, I'm not jabberwocking or jabbering in tall tale how a lumberjack or I like to burrow. And still, looking at my future, I still agonize, realizing tagging is for my self-respect. I still want to be lionized. I still want to be forever rich and famous like that cookie giant Mr. Amos. However, all the same, I think I would rather be king forever and a day like that taco king for all of East LA. And yes, I am screaming for help. But the funny truth, come to think of it, assuming we both do not lie, just like you, the very basic and simple thing we all need and want in this life is self-respect before we both do die, screaming for help.